Good evening and welcome back once again to our program Spotlight. We are very happy to feature to you tonight on our program some new video hit singles such as Don't Get Me Wrong by the Pretenders, Each Time You Break My Heart by Nick Cayman, All I Want Is to Be With You by Howard Jones, and 5 Stars. We shall then watch with amazement two interesting persons, each with different remarkable gifts, requiring an extra psychic power and a lot more courage and master will. We shall then be enjoying watching several short humoristic scenes taken from the normal day-to-day life, and then we shall be making our stopover as before, for this time in the beautiful country of Thailand. So let's start our program now with this nice video song. Here is Don't Get Me Wrong by the Pretenders. People are endowed with strong mental powers, such as Kelly, a talented man who will be demonstrating to us some paranormal phenomena that he can accomplish through his extra psychic powers. Well, let's watch and find out for ourselves.
Baltimore's Bill Kurak seems like your normal, everyday, average guy. He's a mild-mannered mere mortal and a ticket taker at a local movie house. But at any given moment, he can transform himself into Killian, Grand Wizard of the North, skillful ruler of the occult, performer of paranormal phenomenon, master of mind-reading, hypnosis, clairvoyance, all that is esoteric.
I explore a lot of different things dealing with the mind.
Not being your ordinary run-of-the-mill wizard, Killian prepares his body and his mind for his special feats.
The only way I can suggest to meditate is what's called Ganzfeld meditation or instant meditation. And basically all that one needs is a ping pong ball. You cut it in half, you tape two halves of the ping pong ball over the eyes, and by staring at a steady light source, be it a lamp or the sun, all you can see is a grayish-white field, and your mind almost automatically enters into what would be called an altered state of mind.
Killian also readies himself by what he calls cosmic charging.
Basically, what's involved in this process is standing in an upright position, usually with the hands extended, inhaling, visualizing a bluish-white energy surrounding you, so that by the end of this cosmic charging, you should feel revitalized. Today we're going to explore the mysteries of the mind. The man knows surprisingly little about how the mind works and is just beginning to develop the amazing powers of which the mind is capable.
What do people think of Killian's act?
I think he has certain magical talents that he's practiced before.
So remind me, years ago I saw something similar and often wondered if it was real or fake.
Even Killian's mother says,
I guess it's different. You know, he's done a lot of research on what he does, and it is different. He puts a lot of work into it. And most of it I understand, not all of it. And, you know, as a mother, sometimes I worry about it, but most of it is very entertaining.
Killian's sister, who makes his costumes, is also one of his biggest fans.
Well, he does, like, ESP. He does one where people hold an object in their hand, and he's blindfolded, and he tells them what it is, and it's their own, you know, their own object, something he's never seen before.
Today, the Grand Wizard is headed to a show where he'll try something a little bit different, even for Killian.
Magic. When most people think of the term magic, they think of it in a contemporary sense. Let me give you an example of an illusion. I took a metal tube and I drilled a hole directly through its center so that a candle would pass through. Pushed the tube firmly over my arm, and now watch as the laws of science are being defied. Directly through the center of my arm, and back out again. Another area of contemporary magic would be the sideshow stunt. One of my favorites is fire eating. Let me give you an example of that. And now for dessert. We've just observed two demonstrations which have one thing in common. They're both mystifying, perhaps confusing, but they rely on known physical laws. They have explanations which can be proven. Welcome. My name is Killian, and today's program deals with ESP and the unknown.
Is Killian's wizardry based on unusual skills? Is it all just a gimmick? Has he mastered incredible powers of memory and illusion? Well, I don't know, but we're about to see that the most gripping part of Killian's act